The Hyaluron Pen, is it truly the greatest gift to the do-it-yourselfer? Or is it the type of instrument that, if used improperly, could ruin your skin forever? I'm Dr. Messina, and today we're going to be looking into this Hyaluron Pen. It's become the gold standard for do-it-yourselfers looking to do at-home dermal filler injections. However, it comes with a host of complications. We're going to be looking at the major ones today and follow up with a video from two people who actually did give themselves hyaluronic acid injections using this system. And we're going to see how it worked out for them. The Hyaluron Pen is marketed as a unique needleless system by using compressed air to propel the hyaluronic acid through the skin and down to the papillary dermis. The company states that by administering the hyaluronic acid by this method leads to a more accurate deposit and a more even dispersion of the hyaluronic acid. We're going to look into that as well, because I can't believe that's true. We're also going to look at several complications that I find very alarming. So now let's look at that theory that by injecting it pneumatically gives a more accurate deposit and a more even spread. Here we have agar that's imitating the substance and structure of our skin. Notice, pneumatically, we get very large deposits. It doesn't look controlled to me. Let's look at with the needle. We get very fine deposits, very accurate. And as far as it getting to the papillary dermis, it's very doubtful. The dermis is a deeper structure and it's very fibrous. Most of the product will, if it hits the dermis, will bounce back and spread out. But in reality, a majority of the product goes into the superficial layers of the epidermis, leaving lumps, bumps, and bruises. If a doctor wants to start administering a FDA-approved hyaluronic acid, such as, let's say, Juvederm, they have to prove to the company that they have a medical license, and then prove that they have adequate training to handle the care and administration of the product, as well as any emergencies or adverse reactions that might creep up after delivery. To get the Hyaluron Pen, all you have to do is go on a few websites and it'll arrive to your house in just a few days. And it costs anywhere from $40 to about $140. There's no medical training required. When you open the kit, it comes with a small instruction manual teaching you how to inject yourself. And some of them even come with a little certificate that you could fill out to display to future patients that you've had training in administering this medication. So if you're going to somebody using your Hyaluron Pen, you're potentially having someone inject you who has no medical training at all. Number two, what is this substance that they're giving you? It says cross-linked hyaluronic acid. I guess that's in an effort to make it sound like the Vicross technology of Juvederm Voluma. But it doesn't state particle size, percentage of hyaluronic acid, or the other substances that are in the little vial of hyaluronic acid that comes with the kit. That leads to a problem if you have a problem. If you start to get an infection or an allergic reaction, or God forbid, occlude an artery, the doctor treating you is not going to know what they're treating. And that's bad medicine. It's bad for you and it's bad for the doctor. Third on my list is the potential for contamination and infecting the product. The company even states that infections do occur, and they even break it down to bacterial, viral, and fungal infections. This system is marketed to the lay people who really have no training or understanding of pure sterile technique. And just by the way you have to fill the syringe leads to potential for a lot of contamination by pulling out that plunger, by sucking up the hyaluronic acid from vial A into the dispenser vial B. All of those steps lead to the potential for infecting and contaminating the product. And should you contaminate the product and get an infection, it's either going to have to be dissolved, and I have to tell you, I can't tell if this is dissolvable with hyaluronidase because we don't really know what it is. And if it can't be dissolved, it has to be surgically removed. Let's compare this to an FDA-approved product. Here is Restylane Kiss. This is designed specifically for the lips. When we open the box, we find a pre-filled sterile syringe. It has 2 sterile needles in there. Therefore, all I have to do is put on my gloves, take the syringe out of its sterile package, put on one of the sterile needles, and I'm ready to go. Nowhere am I taking the hyaluronic acid out and mixing it into another syringe. And that hub that I discussed that you have to fill up. If somebody is trying to make a living using the Hyaluron Pen and doing many people, that hub should be used once and then discarded. Should they be reusing that hub, that's going to be an area for you to give a contamination and cross-contaminate a bunch of people with hepatitis or HIV or any type of disease that's transmitted via blood. Injecting the hyaluronic acid pneumatically is most likely going to spread easiest through thinner skin with a thinner dermis. And when we're dealing with the face, the most common area for that would be the lip, which is actually the most common area for self-injection. But we have to be very careful. It often comes out very lumpy, very bumpy, very firm, bruised to say the least. But the other problem is, will it go into an artery? The company says, no, it can't happen. I assure you, it does happen. It's in our medical literature, and it's seen in our emergency rooms. People using these pens have occluded their arteries, and when they do that, it cuts the blood and oxygen off to anything that artery is supplying. If it's the lip, it's probably going to be your upper lip, maybe even going up to the nose. So it could be quite a severe injury if that happens. And the company states that you should expect a result very similar to one administered by a medical professional. Now let's look at these 2 TikTok videos. In the first video, someone presented after having their lips injected using the Hyaluron Pen. The lips were very firm, very nodular. It did not feel like a normal hyaluronic acid, which tends to feel spongy, something like a soft gummy bear. This did not feel that way, and it gave the impression that it might not be susceptible to being dissolved with hyaluronidase. There was a lot of bruising and a lot of unevenness. In this video, we have somebody who is all pretty and all happy, can't wait to get her lips done with the Hyaluron Pen. And when she was done, there was again a lot of unevenness and a lot of bruising. The company states that this is a cheaper alternative to professional lip enhancement. Cheaper is not something you want to hear when it comes to a medical procedure. This is your face. And if you did get an arterial occlusion, it could distort your face permanently. This is the type of a thing that you should really have second thoughts about. And if you have more questions, remember, catch me in the comments section. I'll answer your questions, and here's a few more videos for you to enjoy regarding dermal fillers.